Hey everyone, Tales from the Longbox is basically I bought a long box of comics and I've been going through them, reading them. It's a lot of comics I missed for various reasons. Some of it budgetary, some of it just, you know, when you collect and you get gaps. And as I'm reading through, I'm really enjoying it. And I went looking on YouTube and never saw anybody going over comics like this. I see people buying older comics and they go, "Oh, look, this is what I bought." And I see people going, "Oh, I've got key issues. Oh, I've got this." I never saw anybody going into the comics. And, I see reviews of modern comics. It's not as technical as a review. It's just more like, let's look it over, look at the basic idea of the comic, and then after that, we'll talk about if I like it, if I don't like it, why I like it, why I don't like it, and that's it. So sit back, enjoy, have fun. I hope you like this series. I plan to do it every week here on the channel. So sit back and enjoy. Hey, welcome back to Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Today, Tales from the Longbox, we're going to take a look at Guardians 3000, number 2. This is from 2015, and this series I'm not very familiar with until I read this book. It's... okay. So, let me start off. I mean, right on the front page here, this kind of art I always have an issue with. It's cartoony. So a lot of the characters look slack-jawed. It's not art or an art style I really adore or love. So as soon as I opened it, I'm like, oh boy. And I mean, it's splashy pages. Yeah. Again, there's that art, and it just, ugh. I mean, it kind of looks like lead from Metal Men, not Vance Astro. And, we keep going with it, and I don't know what he's doing right there. I mean, that's just like, what the heck is going on? And so, this is Vance, and he's fighting Badoon, and this other woman, Dima, I keep forgetting her name. Dima is with him fighting the Badoon. And God, look how huge Vance Astro looks compared to her. I mean, either she's tiny or he's gained a whole lot of muscle mass. I mean, he was never that big in the old comic. Again, proportions, man, it's just, they're so off. And this really gets a little long-winded to get to where it's going. But anyway, this creature, A Sentence, I mean, that's like Taserface version 2.0 of bad names. A Sentence. I don't even know what that means. But here we have Martin X finally. Again, what's up with the arms there? Got Popeye forearms going on. Ugh. Wow. And if you ever wonder why, I don't dip into modern comics very often, this is a lot of it. And, here we got a bit of panels leading into kind of a weird splash page. It's kind of like a half page here and a full page here. For whatever reason, Star-Lord is here. But, there's, Stormfront, I seem to remember that name, but I can't remember what he is. Gladiator's here. There is a lot of characters here. And then we get a full splash page, and here's Starhawk, who's now a woman. Yeah, I have no idea. Up here is Charlie 27, looking very disproportionate. And there's Yondu, who kind of, he looks off too. But, they get into a basic fight with the Badoon again. And, they just kind of, it's the weird banter here too. It's like, nice shooting, thanks. You should get an element weapon. Like your Star-Lord, where would I get one of those? My forefathers left me mine, bequeathed through the royal generations. So not likely going to happen to me. I suppose not. Then why even, you know, I don't know that, and that's why I was struggling just now. It's just like, I can't believe this dialogue exists. They fight the Badoon, fight the Supreme Intelligence, which, you know, ends up being not much of a fight, and get on board the Captain America. Okay, that's cool. And yeah, this is a weird one. Starhawk, you were a man last time. So you say, I've checked my genitalia. You did what? I am a woman. You've always been a woman? It's weird. I mean, it's like, it's very weird dialogue. It's very odd feeling towards it. You know, and yeah, why is Star-Lord a woman? Starhawk a woman? It's I don't think it's ever explained. And obviously this is part of a larger story. And I'm going to be honest, it was at this point I was kind of phasing out. And then I get to the last page, and of course we see the Stark. I'm like, oh crap, the Stark. I mean, so I don't know. This does not get me interested in this book at all. I mean, if this was my first exposure to Guardians of the Galaxy from 3000 AD, I probably would be like, I don't care. My first exposure was in the 70s and then later in the 90s comic, which was pretty good for the most part. It had some weak points, but I mean, if you go from issue 1 to about issue, I want to say 40, it's still pretty decent. I like it a great deal. Oh, weird thing I just noticed. Starhawk's a man on the cover, but is a woman inside. That's supposed to be like some kind of, I don't know. Is that metaphor? Is that what we're doing here? And this looks like the Guardians in their classic year too. It doesn't look like, you notice Yondu looks like that action figure that just came out. So, yeah, I mean, this whole issue, and this was the only issue in that collection I got. And the whole thing, I'm just kind of going, what is this? And why is this so weird and different? And is there something I'm missing? I mean, maybe it's because I missed issue 1. I don't know. But I'm not too excited about it. You know, just be blunt. I'm not too excited about it. I don't, you know, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. And I'm not going to continue trying to find this series. If rating-wise, I'd give it maybe a 2 out of 10, 1 star, and that's about it. I mean, it's just kind of there. Okay, so that's a look at Guardians 3000 for Infinite Realms and Tales of the Longbox. Don't forget to like and subscribe.